Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHU TV. My name is John, your host as always. I hope you're all doing well. This is the reaction video to West Ham 2, Newcastle 3. Before we go into that, let's do a quick shout out to the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website where you can purchase retro kits from the 60s all the way through to the early 2000s, including the 1976 home shirt that inspired this season's home kit, and also the 1980 FA Cup final shirt that inspired this season's away kit. There's also Admiral and Umbro West Ham colour inspired track jackets, polo shirts, t-shirts and sweatshirts, so go check those out. Any purchases made through the link in the description below. It doesn't have to be just the West Ham stuff, literally anything. For the next 16 purchases will be going directly to Isla's Fight. So thank you very much guys for any purchases that you may be making. It's been quite a while since anybody's bought some stuff off there. The commission is no different than anything else. The prices aren't any different either for that matter. It's just the fact that you'll be donating to a very good charity. So guys, as always, let's talk about the team sheet. The starting 11 was exactly the same as it was last week, with Roberto in goal, Zabaleta at right back, Diop and Balbuena making up the centre-back pairing with Creswell at left-back. Holding midfielders of Rice and Noble, with Yarmolenko out on the right, Snodgrass in the middle, stroke behind the striker, and also an Anderson out on the left with Allaire up front. On the bench was Martin, Ogbonna, Sanchez, Fredericks, Fornals, and Ayeti, and Lanzini, of course, as well. Now, I don't know where to begin with this. I said in the preview video that we should have had Fredericks come in for Zabaleta and Ogbonna come in for Balbuena. Now, not that Balbuena did anything bad, and nor did Zabaleta for that matter. It's just it was just the wrong that was the wrong back four to have Zabaleta, Diop, Balbuena and Creswell. It was the wrong back four. It's 50% wrong as far as I'm concerned. I'm starting to worry about Pellegrini. Really starting to worry. I've got a horrible feeling there's something going on in the background. Maybe he's losing the squad. I don't know, but it's a good team that he put out, and I don't understand why we're playing so badly. We were terrible, absolutely bloody awful. I can't understand what's going on with West Ham at the moment. Pellegrini has come under a lot of fire from everybody, not including myself. I struggle to understand his thinking sometimes. We all knew that we should have had Fredericks because Newcastle's left winger is one of the fastest in the league, and he puts Zabaleta out in front of him. All right, there was nothing to say that Fredericks was going to be was suffering any niggles or anything like that, but it was just worrying. He worries me, but it's not just that worries me. I honestly think there's a bit of complacency going out on there because we were awful, absolutely awful, you know. But to Newcastle's credit, they played superbly well because we were terrible. We gave them so much space. Yet again, our spacing is terrible. Our defence positions is worrying to say the least. The high line seems to have just completely disappeared. We just seem to be trying to keep everybody on side. I think there was only maybe 2 or 3 offsides. I think, if that, in the entire 90 minutes. All right, I might be exaggerating a little bit, but you know it was poor. I mean, Newcastle's first goal on the 15th, 16th minute, very well taken goal from Newcastle's point of view. Very poorly defended from our point of view. Yes, all right, all 3 goals were from set pieces, but no. I'm sorry, but we need to be doing better than that. There is a very, very good call for Roberto being at fault for the second goal on the 21st, 22nd minute. Again, very well taken goal from Newcastle's point of view. But the problem is the fact that Roberto came charging out. Excuse me. We'd only literally just conceded 5 minutes beforehand. Roberto comes charging out because it looked like that there was issues with the defence because everyone was static. There's no other way of putting it. From the other end of the pitch, everybody looked really static. We always do terribly when we don't kick off from the end that we normally do, because Newcastle kicked off from the Bobby Moore end rather than the Trevor Brooking end, and it always happens. It always happens. We never have a decent performance when we kick off from opposite ends of the pitch. And I maintain that it's the same at the London Stadium, and it's the same at the bowling as well, for that matter. We never have a good performance when it. I'm not saying that's the reason for it. I'm trying to put my finger on the reason for why we didn't play well. But on 22 minutes down, right, we'd concede again. 2-0 in 22 minutes. Worrying things, I say, because there was just there's no thought going on out there. Granted, Anderson played a lot better than he did previously. He did some very, very good charges down the left-hand side. Newcastle's goalkeeper pulled off some fantastic saves, as did Roberto. I don't want to see anybody criticising Roberto for what's going on. I even said it to Nicky at West Ham Fan TV that I don't see the reason why anybody would be criticising him, because we could have been 6 or 7 down if it wasn't for some of the saves that Roberto did. Now, Ben Harshall did say that there was a few deflections off him, but he made saves. I don't care what everybody says. He made saves. We could have been a lot worse down than the 2-0 that we were at half-time. Now, as I say, the half-time comes around and Pellegrini makes some very interesting substitutions, right? He takes off Noble for a Yeti, and he takes off, excuse me, I know I should have double checked this bit, and he also takes off Yarmolenko and brings on Lanzini. Good ideas, very, very good ideas. We went to like a 4-4-2 for the majority of the game. Didn't really do much. Didn't really make any difference to it whatsoever. But the third goal, again, a lot of people are criticising Roberto for not moving quick enough for the goal, and I see the point. But at the same point, it was a very, very well taken free kick from John Joe Shelvey right into the top left hand corner of the goal. Very good. I don't even if Roberto was properly organised, I don't think he was getting it. I really don't think he was getting it. If he did, he would have had a little tap with his finger, but that's about it. I can't see him getting anything on that whatsoever. Yeah, Zabaleta comes on for Fredericks. Apologies. So when Lanzini came on for Yarmolenko, it pushed out Snodgrass on the right. That's what I was talking about. But as I say, we kind of went with a 4-4-2 sort of formation, and when Fredericks came on, really changed the game. Really changed the game. All of a sudden, we were alight with fight. We were alight with guile. We were alight with tempo. Very, very good tempo from West Ham, but it was too late. Fredericks should have started right from the start. Good goal from Balbuena from the corner. Very well taken from him on the 73rd minute. Very impressed with how he played. I just think Ogbonna would have been a slightly better call for it. And literally on the 90th minute, Snodgrass falls over, bless him, as he's taking a very, very sweet strike, and it's two goals in. So 7, so it felt like so where was it? 15, 16, 17 minutes of decent football from West Ham, and we got 2 goals. Now there's the question. I'm telling you, there's something not right with the squad in terms, because it's clear that they don't trust the starting 11 don't trust each other. So something's going on. There's something really bad going on in the background. But as I say, Newcastle fully deserved it, and of course Andy Carroll comes on within I think it's like 2 minutes to go before the 5 minutes of extra time. But I thought he would score as everybody else would, but we were able to keep him quiet, and it finished 3-2 to Newcastle. So worrying times, to say the least, especially we've got Burnley away next weekend. We are now currently sitting 12th with 13 points, 5 points away from the bottom 3 as it stands. Now, it's 11 games in. I'm not too worried about that as yet, but it is getting worrying that Pellegrini really needs to sort some stuff out. It was interesting from one point of view to see that Creswell said afterwards that we weren't playing, it just wasn't good enough. Maybe that was just to placate the fans, because there was a lot of booing at half-time and at full-time. That it's not enough. We're not seeing enough from West Ham. Newcastle tore us apart in the first half like a hot knife through butter, as Steve likes to say. It was just awful to watch. But we can't make any changes to it. There's nothing else we can really do, I'm afraid. So Guys, thank you very much for your time. If you're new around here, welcome. If you like what I'm doing and you haven't already done, or if you aren't new to the channel and you haven't already done so, then by all means, please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bells to get first dibs on when all the new videos go up. By all means, guys, put your comments in the comment section below. I can understand what's going to be coming, but I'm always interested to hear what you guys have got to say. And by all means, if you like the video and you feel I deserve it, then by all means, please click the like button. If you didn't like it, then by all means, please click the dislike button and let me know why you didn't like it. So I'm more than happy to improve the content for you guys. And please also share this video with anybody else that you feel may want to watch it and isn't aware of the channel. So apologies for the croaky voice, guys. I still haven't got over my full cold. I was alright this morning until standing out on the football pitch for a couple of hours, and it's all gone back to normal again. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Obviously, there will be, when it comes to those of you that are on the JPWHU TV fantasy league table, roundup will be done on Monday night at 8 o'clock. I've done a massive revision to the channel shop, so click the link in the description below, the spreadshirt.co.uk shirt link even. By all means, please click on that and take a look at them. From very good stuff. The hammers and hammerettes, do it under the lights, jumpers and everything is back, so have a look at that as well. Some very, very good stuff in there. And as I say, I've been updating the badge recently, so everything looks a lot better than it did a couple of weeks back. And also, of course, there's going to be the preview going up on Thursday for Burnley away, which I'm really, really not looking forward to doing and also talking about. But of course, because it's an away game, on Saturday afternoon on the Facebook channel page. So on the Facebook channel page, I will be doing the live watch along with. So go check that out when that comes up this time next week. Well, Saturday, about 5 to 3. Sorry, I'll be going to live. So 2:55. So guys, I know I'm prattling on. So thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys either on Monday or Thursday. Take care.